We begin this evening with the weather, and it's been a brutally hot day today, and it's expected to stay hot as we continue our 4th of July celebrations. So we want to make sure you're prepared. Let's check in with Storm Team 3 meteorologist Hannah Evans. Hey, Hannah.
Hey Sarah, yes, it has been really hot out there today, and we're still holding on to the 90s this evening, where we're still sitting at 92 degrees in Savannah and Richmond Hill, still at 98 degrees in Baxley and 99 degrees in Hampton. But adding in the humidity, it feels even warmer. It feels like the low 100s. So still make sure you're staying cool and hydrated if you are heading out and about, especially this evening for any fireworks celebrations as well, because we are slow to cool off. We'll probably stay in the 80s during those fireworks celebrations. But either way, we are tracking a change in the weather pattern as we do head into tomorrow. That typical summertime weather pattern does make a return. Now we are dry on our vapor radar, but heading into tomorrow, we will see those rain chances increase again. But for those fireworks this evening and tonight, looking good to go. Clear sky expected. It remains dry. It's just going to be pretty warm and muggy out there as temperatures stay in the 80s with overnight lows tonight in the 70s. Our highs tomorrow, once again, hot and humid, will reach the upper 90s. Heat index values will allow for those triple-digit feel-like temperatures, and then we have those rain chances return, possibly a few isolated showers and storms later in the afternoon, but that should help with some relief from the heat. So I will talk a little bit more about this in just a few minutes. Sarah.
Hannah, thank you. This year is a very special Independence Day as we celebrate 250 years of the United States of America. Already, communities across our area have been celebrating this milestone, with more celebrations happening throughout this evening. Well, this morning, Tybee Island was a sea of red, white, and blue as families came together for the annual 4th of July bike parade. Patriotic bikes cruised through the island, starting at Memorial Park, with even more cheering the parade along. Organizers say this year was especially meaningful as a Gold Star family served as the parade's grand marshal, honoring the sacrifices made by American soldiers and their families. And a special sight on Hilton Head Island today in honor of the 4th, as a military aircraft took part in a spectacular flyby down the South Carolina coastline. The flybys were part of the 16th annual Salute from the Shores, a special event organized by a South Carolina nonprofit simply looking to honor our armed forces each and every 4th of July. Well, thousands are expected to fill Savannah's riverfront tonight for one of the largest firework displays in our area. The celebration is going on now with live entertainment across 3 waterfront locations: the Riverfront Plaza, Eastern Wharf, and Plant Riverside. The night will end with a 20-minute fireworks show set to patriotic music beginning at 9:30 p.m. from a barge in the Savannah River. If you're looking to avoid some of the largest crowds, the Savannah Convention Center will also offer public fireworks viewing with parking available for $30 per vehicle. And because of the events downtown, you can expect impacts to traffic and parking. River Street from MLK Jr. Boulevard to East Broad Ramp is now closed for the evening. Several streets around Ellis Square will close at 10 o'clock tonight and reopen early Sunday morning. The city says no parking zones will be marked and in effect through Sunday at 4 in the morning. Well, with the 4th of July holiday weekend underway, law enforcement across the Coastal Empire and Low Country are warning drivers about one of the deadliest threats on the road, and that is drunk driving. Mothers Against Drunk Driving is a national nonprofit dedicated to ending impaired driving and supporting victims. A spokesperson for the organization says every crash caused by a drunk driver is preventable. They urge people to make a plan before they start drinking, whether that means choosing a designated driver, scheduling a ride share, or using public transportation. The spokesperson also shared a personal story, saying one decision to drive impaired can change lives forever.
Celebrating with my friends when a drunk driver was also celebrating with his friends. And then when I started to walk back to my hotel, he was driving back to his next destination. He was drunk. He should not have been driving, and he crashed into me as a pedestrian. Drunk driving not only affects the family, it affects so many other people, including the drunk driver. So many families talk about getting that call that they pray that they'll never get.
You can also expect a more noticeable law enforcement presence on roads. Several local agencies and sheriff's offices are cracking down on drunk driving over the weekend. Well, the South Carolina Department of Public Safety says there will be an increased law enforcement presence statewide this weekend. The department will conduct special enforcement as part of the nationwide Sober or Slammer campaign. Highway Patrol and State Transport Police will also be out and actively looking for drivers who are impaired, distracted, speeding, or driving aggressively. Well, AAA is making it easy for you to get home safe this holiday weekend and prevent drunk driving. AAA's Tow to Go program is back this holiday weekend. The service runs through 6 a.m. Monday, July 6, offering a free ride and a tow to get impaired drivers and their cars to a safe location within a 10-mile radius. This program should be used as a last resort if you have no other way of getting home safely. Drivers are not able to request a ride in advance. If you do need a ride, all you have to do is call 855-286-9246. The service is free and available to anyone who needs it, not just AAA members. Well, animal care experts are urging pet owners to have a plan to keep their pets safe and calm during what's often a stressful time for them. 4th of July is usually the busiest time of year for lost pets, as many become frightened by the loud noises. Animal shelters say it's important to ensure your pet is in a comfortable space and make sure your pet's microchip information is up to date, as some animals may run away if they're stressed. Well, the heat is playing a major part in this weekend's celebrations. Knowing the signs of heat-related illness could help keep you safe. WSAV's Tyler Nicole shows us what doctors say you should do before heading out.
Temperatures are expected to reach into the high 90s this holiday weekend, so splash pads just like the one behind me, cooling centers and pools are open all weekend long to help keep everyone safe and comfortable as they celebrate America turning 250 years old.
It felt good. It was nice and cold.
Heat illness and exhaustion are the biggest things to watch out for this holiday weekend.
The heat is very concerning to us, especially when we have these heat waves. When you have 100-degree heat and actually in certain elements it can get even higher, you got to be really careful. Make sure you know the concerns and the causes of the heat illness.
Experts say drink plenty of electrolytes along with your regular water. Stay in the shade and take advantage of bodies of water to keep cool, like splash pads and pools. The most important tip: listen to your body and know when to call it quits.
We recommend no alcohol. We recommend no caffeine. Those things will actually act as diuretics and cause you to urinate out more than you take in. So with that, we want to make sure you have the balanced electrolyte solution. When you start getting nausea, vomiting, weakness, dizziness, excessive sweating, then you start worrying about heat exhaustion. That's when you know it's time to get out of the heat and get inside.
And if you don't listen to your body, the outcome could be even worse.
If you do not do that and you continue, sometimes you'll get elevated fevers, you'll get altered mental status, and that'll turn into a heat stroke, and that can literally kill you.
Now you can find a full list of all the splash pads, cooling centers, and pools that are open on our website, WSAV.com, as well as the times that they are open from. Tyler Nicole, WSAV News 3, on your side.